Hey everyone, it's me, Eric from Team Georgetown. I'm here today with a very special video. I'm going to be building a computer for a good friend of mine. He recently decided to upgrade from a crappy laptop to a PC, so a couple days ago we went to a micro center, which by the way are amazing. They have just hundreds of different parts for different computers and everything like that, from like gaming to work, anything you would need for a computer. It's amazing. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to get into this build, so let's get to it. Before we get into the build, I wanted to go over each of the parts that I have, so let's take a look at that really quick, and then we're going to get right to the build. For starters, we have the Ryzen 5 3600 XT. This is a great processor from AMD's newest lineup of processors, the 3000 series. It has a core clock of 3.8 gigahertz and a boost clock of up to 4.5 gigahertz. Originally we had planned for just a Ryzen 5 3600, but the XT was on sale for I think about the same price, maybe even a bit lower than a 3600, so we decided why not, let's just go with that. Moving on to the graphics card, we have the NVIDIA Founders Edition GeForce GTX 1080. Now, this card was the best of the best, besides the 1080 Ti from last generation, and it's still a amazing card, and it can stand up to the 2000 series. Now with NVIDIA releasing the 3000 series, it's starting to show its age, but honestly we haven't seen, at the time of recording this video, we haven't seen all of the specs for those new cards yet, so we kind of have to take what NVIDIA says with a grain of salt. Either way, with this kind of graphics card, you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. All your games are going to run great. Any kind of video or rendering that you're going to be doing, it's going to also work really well with this graphics card. So we got it refurbished at the Micro Center, which is actually the whole reason why we went to the Micro Center in the first place, was to get this refurbished graphics card and to see if we can find any of the other parts that we had on our list. And we managed to find almost everything. I think the only thing we couldn't find was the I believe it was the water cooler that we have. So we actually lucked out with the Micro Center and we got pretty good deals there. Speaking of the water cooler, up next we have the Corsair H100i RGB Platinum SE. This water cooler actually I happen to use in my main build, and I recommended it to my friend. We couldn't find it, like I mentioned before, we couldn't find it at the Micro Center, so we ended up ordering it on Amazon. But overall, it's a great water cooler. You're going to have really nice temperatures for your CPU. It's a really good water cooler, and it's got some great RGB lights on it, as you can see from the picture. To complement the Corsair RGB water cooler that we chose, we decided to also go with the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM. Now this RAM I also happen to use in my system, and I absolutely love it. The RGB lights are great. You can overclock them pretty easily. We went with a white build, if you haven't noticed already, with some of the parts, and you'll see the case later on. So it just looks, I think it'll look great inside of the case with kind of all the whites, and then the RGB lights on it too are just going to make it pop. The motherboard we chose was the Asus Prime X570P. The reason why we chose this motherboard, not just because of the color, because we were trying to find a white motherboard to fit the white theme, but also because this motherboard, the 570 series, is at the time the newest top-of-the-line motherboard, and in case my friend wanted to go with a better CPU down the line, he didn't have to upgrade everything. He could just get a new CPU, slot that in. But the CPU that we have right now is already really good, so it should last him for a long time. For our power supply, we chose the Corsair RM750. Power supply like this, 750 watts, that's good enough for a lot of things now. The 3080s that at the time of making this video just got revealed, it seems like 750 is cutting it close to what you need for the minimum, but we went with the 1080, so not a problem there. For storage, we have the Western Digital WD Blue M.2 SSD, and this is 500 gigabytes. This is where we're going to put his Windows download and any of the programs you want to access quickly. Its M.2s are great, and they also save space and wires, so cable management's going to be a lot nicer. For the hard drive, we chose the Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte, and it is 7200 RPM, so pretty good storage solutions for both options. Not really much else to say about them. They're just, you know, they're good. My friend chose the Lian LANCOOL 2 White, and honestly, this is a great case. I had a great time building in it. Very user friendly, and it looks amazing. And you'll see at the end how nice the front with that little RGB setup that's already built in the case, and on top of what we have inside. The shroud, the PSU shroud, covers up the cables very nicely. You don't really see anything under the hood. So overall, really good case. The only thing I would say that I did not like about the case was that top mesh is actually held together with magnets, which a lot of the doors, the windows, and the shroud cover are also held together with magnets. Those I didn't mind as much because they're very strong, but the mesh on top, if you're trying to carry the case or move it around and you accidentally put your hand on the top, it might slide. That's the only issue that I have with the case. Otherwise, absolutely great case. Alright everybody, the build's finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time making the video. I also recently gave my friend his computer to test out, and he absolutely loves it. He's like, oh my god, this is such an upgrade from his laptop, and he's able to play all the old games that he used to play, like super low graphics. Now it's some, you know, really good, reasonably high graphics. Yeah, so it's, you know, like I said, it was a lot of fun making the video and building the computer. That's one of my passions. So hopefully, yeah, I'll have some more opportunities to do that in the future, and maybe I can make some more videos for you guys, because honestly, like, I mean, I haven't uploaded a lot recently, but I love doing this kind of thing. Like the video that I made with Jared back in January was so much fun. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap, you know the deal. Yeah, otherwise, you know, thank you. It was a lot of fun. See ya.